Hey everybody, I'm Caleb.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will.
And we are Working Title. Guys, today we are here for the Season 3 finale of Demon Slayer Season 3. Episode 11, A Connected Bond, Daybreak, and First Light. Last on, Muchiro took a back seat, Mitsuri is front and center, we have one demon left, or 5 depending on how you want to look at it, and we gotta destroy them and wrap up this season. Will she do it? We'll find out. But first, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, leave a comment down below. Today, your thoughts on the entirety of Season 3, and make sure to stay for the post-doc, because as always for these finales, we go into the depths of the sea of Season 3, and share our thoughts on it. We love you, we'll see you in the reaction. Punch it.
Don't shake it off. Shake it off.
Blood. Burn, baby!
Hinokami Kagura! We throw a tree,
Yeah.
and then we high kick the hell out of his forehead. Pop that zit.
From your responsibilities.
The responsibility to die by my hand. Oh shoot.
It's Nezuko's theme.
A little pitter patter of his feet. Oh my god! Why is Tanjiro scary right now?
Because right now he's the hunter, and the demon is the hunted.
Oh!
What? Oh no.
I didn't even notice. Oh,
More
two
trees.
trees.
He's gonna throw every tree.
He just went fast.
I like that stance.
The like standard running form.
Ida.
Yeah, I was thinking Ida. Yeah. Let's not Akaza this again. Don't let him run away.
Yeah.
Let's get him trapped.
Outside, too. Like, not
Pin him down.
Wait, what about Nezuko, too?
Put her in a box.
I forgot. My foot's really broken.
Hop on one leg.
雷の呼吸って一番足に意識を集中させるんだよな。自分のさ、
Yay!
体の筋肉の一つ一つの形ってさ、筋肉の繊維一本一本、血管の一筋一筋まで空気を巡らせる。
He restores his foot.
Oh, do the stance, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like kind of like Zen.
空気を切り裂く。雷鳴みたい。
Oh! It looked just like the lightning.
That's so...
Senetsu coming in clutch for a great moment.
Oh, split him.
Dope.
Summon it by force.
Don't fall for this!
Oh!
Oh god.
Oh! Oh my god, it's... Oh! Nezuko, where? Come on. Oh my god. Burn him. Yes. Oh, he ripped up.
Woo! He ripped up our arms.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Ow, it burns really bad.
Help!
His
He's still trying to cut. He didn't even stop.
No way. He's just getting dragged.
Yeah, push him out there.
No.
No time. Oh, he's back. Oh, his sword's stuck in him. Ugh.
I like the new form a lot. A lot.
Amazing.
逃がさないさ。地獄の果てまで逃げても追いかけて。
I don't like this. It scares me.
切るからな。
Whoa!
Oh, the sword.
It's the cool sword. The cool sword.
That's what it is to me.
使え。
A white hilt.
Oh,
Nice.
Neutro.
炭治郎、それを使え。返せ。ふざけるな。夜明けが近い。逃げられるぞ。
That's great.
そんな気持ち痛い。
He's gonna be happy when this looks awesome. Come on. Come
あ
on.
りがとう。
We've waited so long. Come on.
頼んだよ、炭治郎。
Pass out.
時藤殿。
He murdered him. I didn't do anything.
Ah, yes.
The
Pass
intro
down.
scene.
みんなの思いがその刀に。
My hopes are in this sword to make this a good finale. Let's go. Do it. Yes. Yes. So you see the
Oh my
lightning
God.
strike too. It's awesome. Woo. Oh yeah.
It's like melting him.
Oh. Woo.
Yes!
Dancing flash. Damn.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I like that song. That was good.
So, how does this affect the legacy of this demon?
I thought you were going to say LeBron.
I did. I was trying to switch it up on you.
How does this affect Michael Jordan's
How does this
legacy?
affect the upper fives legacy? Or
So
6 or 4, whatever the hell he is.
get her out of here. Yeah, turn around.
Throw her in a box. Come on, guys.
Where's the box, Sam? You got a box?
Throw her under your shirt or something. Take off your shirt and give it to her. Hide her. It's easy.
No. No. He's not asking for help. Oh, God.
お前だ。
No.
お前なんだ。危ないのは日が差すから。
They can't kill her. She hasn't even talked.
They can.
No, they
They
can't.
They can and they will.
They could.
She's gonna die.
No.
And then everyone dies. The end.
What?
Is Demon still alive?
Is he just holding his head?
It's terrifying.
Bro, how do you kill this demon?
Was its head not its head?
Resentment. It changed. Oh, yeah, wow.
下の文字が違う。
Wow.
しくじった。
It split up again. No wonder it changed like emotions or whatever. Like, oh no.
Crisp.
Oh, not good.
She's gonna die. Oh!
Somebody help. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Shrink so you can hide in the clothes.
Oh, he's got a pig, man.
まずい。
Genya needs to get down here. Yeah, damn. That's what I was saying. Come on.
They're fighting the sword man. I can't say his name, it's too long. They're like wrestling with him up there.
ダメだ
Damn.
決断できない
Why does that not surprise me? Oh my god. Aw.
Heal. Do it.
Don't let her sacrifice be in vain. Go and save those people. Yeah. Go.
本体がいきなり遠くへ離れたなら匂いで気づいたはず四角い
Inside the other body. Chop it to pieces.
形を
There it is. That upper rank
ここが
stage
まだ俺の中にいるな
Where?
in his chest,
そうか
in the hoodie pocket,
His heart.
もっと鮮明に
in the pants.
His sniffing makes him have X-ray
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah.
心臓の中今度こそおしまいだ
Plunge it!
Come on.
Plunge it! Woo! Get him! Yeah! Get him again!
He's so
Cut that
tiny.
little turd!
Cut him to little tiny pieces.
Yeah! Flashback time!
別の町でも貴様は盗みと殺しを繰り返していたようだな。同情の余地もなし。
めっそうもない。わしには無理でございます。このように目も。
貴様は目が見えているだろう。手が悪いと申すか。
この
ならばその両
Maybe he has
腕
like
を
multiple personality disorder. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I consider
We talked about
か
that.
わいそう
Yeah.
Oh, look at this E-boy.
Muzan.
貴様が何と言い逃れようと事実は変わらぬ。
No matter how much, yeah, he has
ところで無駄だ。
multiple personalities.
Could you imagine one of the personalities isn't blind?
その薄み
The
たら
eyes
い
should start
命をもって
functioning.
罪を償う時が必ず来る。
What the heck, man? What a unique, big story.
Dude, do it before you. Oh my god, he's on fire.
Yeah! Love that sound.
Get him out of here.
Okay, now what about the other one that Mitsuri's fighting?
He's done. That was actually it.
That's it? Can we get a report on Mitsuri real quick?
I'd like a report on the dying on fire child, please.
Oh, Nezuko?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
No offense to Mitsuri, but there's
No.
more important things right
No, it's
now.
okay. It was off screen.
Oh god,
He's
blood.
so tired. And so sad.
Nezuko's just gonna walk up behind him. Hey,
禰豆子を
brother.
犠牲にして
Yeah, see?
come on.
Come on.
What? How did she survive?
Off screen. She would have been dead by now if she was dead. Look at the grasshopper. Guys,
Yeah.
look at the. That's not even animated. What is that? It looked beautiful.
Turned around.
She's alive. What if she was not a vampire anymore? Or a demon? Sorry. Even this now.
Brother, how?
She's been fire resistant this whole time, or sun resistant. She's big too, right? Yeah.
Is she normal?
She's still got demon eyes, but now she doesn't have the thing on.
Is she gonna say a word? Please say one word.
Come on.
Bomba.
Ohio. Woo! Yes!
That's gonna be a meme so soon. Ohio. Ohio. No!
You're ruining a good moment.
No.
I'm really upset if he touches her, she disappears.
No. Come on. What the hell, man?
He catches on fire. He was the demon all along.
The demons aren't the ones on fights, the ones on the inside. Oh my gosh. Wait, I don't. What happened? Oh gosh. Even now, I'm still a little nervous.
I don't like that he's bleeding everywhere and she's still a demon.
I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Bro's dumbfounded.
Bro's me right now. What the fuck?
Oh, he's happy.
He better be a part of the group from now on.
We're gonna get a ton of shit. She's still fighting for her life.
Well, this is like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
my god.
It sucks to suck. He was so confident too.
I love how he doesn't even realize it.
It just happened.
It
It
just
was
happened.
gone.
I mean, Tanjiro basically did that like solo too. I mean, the others helped keep him alive, really, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the W to Tanjiro.
Oh, this is
The little
Muzan.
boy.
It's Muzan. He's
Oh,
bro, it's
pissed.
pissed.
He's so mad. Quiet human woman.
Oh my god, he's gonna lose it.
その前に一つお茶を飲みましょう。なに？
Oh,
ついに太陽を克服するものが
god damn it. It's good news for him.
った反転を
Oh,
Good work.
come on.
読んだ本のお話かしら。
Felt that.
Ew. That's so much blood.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
What happened to your head?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's grown.
Good. Is there a true form?
月の中にすら現れなかった稀有な体質
Whoa.
選ばれし鬼
Oh.
あの娘を食って取り込めば私も太陽を克服できる
Just spawned in a shirt?
Yep. Oh, the arms.
Why did the dude? That's just ruthless for no reason.
He
Come
went
on.
right across the chest. Nice fit.
思えばあの時1000年前に始まった
Backstory.
まだ平安と呼ばれる時代であった
Oh, he's been a psycho from the start.
That was like disturbingly subtle.
Yeah.
No impact, just aftermath.
けれどもその医者の薬が効いていたというのが分かったのは医者を殺して間もなくのことだった私の体は正気がみなぎり
It turned him into a
な肉
demon.
体を手に入れたかと思えたが
What?
問題があった日の光の下を歩けない、知っていたのは殺した医者のみ日本中どこを探しても見つからなかった
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have killed him.
No, we lucked
私
out.
は本当の不
Or
思
we
議
wouldn't have a TV show. It would just be
青い
Demon
彼
World.
岸花と太陽を克服できる体質のものを探すことを
Yeesh.
二つを最優先としてきたそしてとうとう見つけた
それにしても禰豆子はどうなってるの
Oh, she's just weird like you. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
お前
Oh, yeah.
The final boss.
Cute.
喋ってるけど目も牙もそのままだし
Yep, that's still scary, but it's all good.
He's like, out of the fucking jungle.
Thank goodness.
では来た時と同じように目隠しと鼻栓をします
Secret.
I mean, the demons found it. Why does it even matter at this point? Like, we all know. You know?
皆さんお元気で
He just waves for 30 minutes. Doesn't realize they didn't move anywhere.
どうしたんですか
It was all for a surprise.
Well, y'all, that was the conclusion of Demon Slayer Season 3. A very solid conclusion. Yeah, it was hype.
Yeah.
And especially that first half, at least. That first half was very hype. That was pretty crazy. I even saw people in the comments like, you guys aren't ready for what comes after the finale. I don't know if that was supposed to be like the finale and what comes after, or just everything after this. But I'll say, if it was my own opinion, I would include the finale if the rest of this is going to get hyped, because this was pretty good. This was one of the better episodes of this season, for sure.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about that? I mean, the sequence... I mean, do we just want to go to the biggest part right off the bat and just kind of talk about Nezuko?
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't...
We saw the resentment demon. Like, that was
Yeah.
one of the first highlights of the episode, was it evolved once again to perhaps a new personality. Maybe this is one that's brand new.
Yeah.
Who knows? Let's just talk about that demon real quick. It's a gripe, but I'm glad we touched upon it. I kind of wish I got more. Honestly, I was interested.
More of his story?
Yeah, or at least
Okay.
they if they had made it a little bit more solid to be like, this is what's happening. Because you and I were speculating like the multiple personality thing, and it seems
That's what it was.
that is what it ends up being. He was always, perhaps that boil on his head was like not just a boil, but like a cyst or something that like messed up his psyche. Like, who knows?
Or if he was like a twin at birth. You know, those kind of like horror
Sure.
stories where
Sure.
twin at birth, but one passed away in the womb and became still, was still attached, and the multiple personality stems from that. Yeah, it would have been
Yes.
nice to be given more than just that,
Or the little guy is just sitting inside that boil. He's just chilling there. He
You
has
always have
he has
a little him in there.
his the twin would just always stayed in embryonic state.
Yeah.
So it just is the main thing that functions. He's just driving the machine like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
But yes, that was quick. Seemed like he was just murdering because the personalities were kicking in. He didn't ever understand what was happening.
Yeah.
I did like the resentment design though. I liked how big he got. It felt a lot like Father from this first season. Thought he was going to crush Tanjiro's skull in that moment. That was kind of crazy.
Twice.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it basically got to the part that we're all going to talk about. Genya and all of them got separated. He fell off the cliff. Nezuko followed after. And that's where like the visuals were like stunning. That whole sequence from beginning to end. That grass field that we got placed in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything was pretty beautiful about that. Funny enough, my favorite shot of Tanjiro we've seen so far is after Nezuko kicks him off and he gets sent flying, and then he cuts off Resentment's arms, and then is like standing there like gearing up to do like the slash at the body. I don't know why, but the way he looked in that moment was just like so perfect.
Honestly, I already know my favorite moment of the show,
Yeah.
but it's the Zenitsu.
Oh yeah,
the power up of getting because they did the electric, the yellow and the blue streak real quick before he dashes, and then it goes into the fire mode. But I just like that Tanjiro is so adept at being a demon slayer that he's already tapping into other people's. At least for the anime perspective, I know you don't actually see it, but for this, I'm gonna say he does, because I'm just assuming the manga he would have said thunder breathing or something to burst forward. I don't know.
Well, he's at least taking aspects of like it's kind of like in Avatar: The Last Airbender when Aang is learning stuff. Sometimes he's learning earthbending and using that in conjunction with something else. You know what I mean? Or like he's like, oh well, this is a move you do in earthbending, but it's helping me with the other bending forms. Or even if he's not necessarily actually doing that power or ability in that moment. Like Tanjiro is not necessarily doing thunder breathing. He is just taking the training that the old man gave Zenitsu. Like it's not total concentration breathing if you're not totally 100% concentrated. So Tanjiro using that to like amplify his legs.
It's a full body experience.
Yeah, even down to every vein and fiber of his muscle.
I like the sound effect because they still do that crisp lightning strike zapping. And also the sword plunging through the neck. Great sound effects all overall. And then Headless Man chases after the people, and we have our little dilemma with Nezuko because she ran after and started to burn up. I didn't believe it 1 second. I'm sorry, I didn't believe it 1 second. They ain't doing that. They're not allowed to. Sorry, you're not allowed to kill Nezuko until she talks. Now you can. You can kill her now. But I wasn't gonna. I know she talked a little bit here and there throughout the show, but it was not enough. And I can just imagine in this moment that Adam was screaming out of joy, finally getting what he's always wanted and what we've always wanted.
Good morning, and thank goodness.
Thank goodness, right, guys? Right? Thank goodness.
Very great.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy that we can maybe start to move forward with her character in this next season. That's gonna be something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Is to see how she progresses as a character on the show. And I'm happy she didn't die. I'm happy this isn't the moment we lost her and then we had to go a different route with the show, because this show might have been a very different creature if she was out.
Well, Tanjiro loses his whole purpose. Like, Tanjiro's a good person. He probably would want to help, at the end of the day. But
yeah, well, then it's just going to be the show of the boys. It's going to just be the crew minus her and plus probably Genya. So happy it worked out how it is going to work out. Trying to think what really happened after that, because we moved on to Muzan at that point.
Yeah, Muzan has the realization that he lost the two uppers in one night, but he also gained what he's been searching for this whole time. And we also got his backstory. 1,000 years ago, he was sickly. He had some type of disease or condition, and the doctor who was helping it was not really providing any good or useful medicine that was actually healing or fixing his condition. Muzan decided to murder him, but through his murder, he realized that his medicine was working. And whatever his medicine did, it essentially transformed him into a demon.
It didn't just heal him, he made him immortal.
Immortal, strong, and basically have godlike powers. But the key missing piece to make him be able to survive in the sunlight, only he knew. And that doctor is now murdered.
Damn, and you know what's actually crazy? Is this whole time, I know like Adam's very into the flower stuff, so he always thought it was a flower. I thought it was always going to be a person that we were chasing after.
Yeah.
Like the blue lily tiger. I thought that was just a code name and not like an actual flower. But he did make it seem like the flower actually wasn't the thing. The blue lily.
No, he was saying that we weren't sure. Like he wasn't sure initially if it actually was a flower or not.
Oh, I thought he said like he turned it down because he tried it because he like showed the blue flowers, but he like turns out that wasn't the thing. Like, wasn't.
I mean, you can pull it back up. But I'm pretty sure that's not what he was saying.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I thought he had deduced that it wasn't even like relevant. That it was just like a name that the guy ended up calling it.
No. That's not what he was saying at all. Like 100% sure.
Yeah, also, I was annoyed with the Nezuko part. Like, just throw clothing over her. I don't know why that was such a hard, like, thing to do. So
I don't think clothing necessarily protects you.
Well, it should, if a box can.
I mean, then why doesn't Muzan just wear, like, a drape over his head when he goes outside?
Why doesn't he? I think the bigger thing is he just can't fight when he's outside. He's vulnerable.
Well, he said he would die.
青い彼岸花という薬の作り方は
分
からなかった。その
They
薬
did
は
seem to
実際
contain
に
actual
青色
blue
の
colored
彼岸花
spider
が使用
lilies.
されているようだったが、その青い彼
As
岸
for
花
where this blue
が
spider lily
ど
bloomed
こ
or
に
whether
生
or not
息し
it
てい
could
る
be
のか、
cultivated.
栽培できるのか。
Yeah.
Okay, so
he was saying it was out there. He just didn't know where it actually grew, or if you could like reproduce it. You know, like if he could take it and put it in, his own little lab and keep making more instead of going to a specific place.
And he is under the belief that it's something that would actually be in the drink. That the name means the flower is actually in the drink.
Yes. Because he said it did. The medicine was called blue spider lily medicine, but it actually did contain the blue spider lilies.
Huh. Damn. I was kind of hoping that it would also be a different thing too. Like I was really hoping it would be a person, and I was really hoping it would be the master, because the master is the one of the only people who can be in the sunlight, and he looks like a demon.
Yeah.
And he's the one who always talks about like, oh, it feels so good on my skin. So I thought the whole point was that Muzan was attempting to find this guy that's in such good hiding, and that's why I thought he said like, now I don't have to go I don't have to wait any longer, or I don't have to chase after that, because that's why I thought it was code for the master. Because I thought, because now he can just get Nezuko instead of...
I mean, in fairness, you're not wrong. He was constantly making... Because he even says at this point, I don't have to make any more demons, because the whole point was he was trying to find a body that would take his, demon abilities or his essence, but also be able to survive in the sunlight.
Yeah.
So Nezuko is that at that point.
Damn.
And I mean, I also would assume too, I don't know, but I feel like it just kind of makes sense that it probably has something to do with their lineage of being related to demon slayers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's the point, Layer. That's that's how you find the right body, or that the people that are connected to the sun breathing would be able to resist the sun if they became demons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. So that was nice. That was nice to be filled in. Muzan's still killing. He's a godlike entity that can just go like this and destroy. I liked how excited he was. The premise though. It gave no condolence or care for upper 4 or 5. They did.
Well, even said good job.
Yeah, good job. Like they did what he really wanted, which was to test, I guess, Nezuko, see how she is. The fact that it happened. Thank you.
Yeah, it happened because I think their whole mission was just to go to the swordsmith village in general.
Yeah,
and like it just happened that Tanjiro and them were there.
Right. Yeah, and then the rest of the episode was okay. It was we didn't really get some things that I wanted resolved, like maybe some final words with Mitsuri and Genya or Muchiro. I feel like they kind of got brushed off pretty quickly with that like group hug. in the grass, and then
Yeah.
we moved on to the lesser characters in the Swordsmith Village, and then the show wrapped up. So that was kind of an abrupt ending. Like it's for me, it skipped over the stuff that I kind of wanted to like have full circled. Like we got the brief one line with Muichiro, like saying "Thank you, you helped me."
Find something I had lost.
Mitsuri
Just
left
happy.
the show like she came in, very not super involved. And Genya, dude, I hope he's a part of the group. I was expecting some form of outstretched hand, come back with us, come hang out with the boys when we all meet up again, kind of thing. I was even hoping for like a reunion back with Inosuke and Zenitsu back at the Butterfly Mansion, but I guess this is going to be a premiere thing for season 4. I just hope that we're all together, really.
Yeah, it would be nice to have everybody back instead of like just Tanjiro and Nezuko.
But I don't want to lose Genya either.
No,
he's going to be a sick addition to the team. You watch. Everyone's going to meld with him so well. He's such a people person.
I hope so. I feel like he's actually a better people person than Inosuke.
He definitely is.
I feel like he'll be fine.
Because Inosuke is kind of like not connected to the world. He just like exists and treats people like his little peons because he thinks he's like a god,
right,
or whatever.
Yeah, his disassociation is very extreme.
It's that maximum regard. It's like hello,
maximum disregard.
Disregard. Yeah, he's so disillusioned.
I mean, Genya seemed to even like, because Genya's the most normal. Like at the end, like even smiling and like, nice Tanjiro and Nezuko. Like I'm glad that we made it out of this. You know? So
and he put in the work too. He was a good teammate in this fight. He listened to Tanjiro. He took commands. Well, he didn't argue, and it went well for the most part. They're actually a pretty good duo. Between the call-outs with like having to use the sound and like all your senses, they did pretty well.
Yeah, and getting over the fact that he wanted to be the one that killed the demon, like that was a very quick like move on.
Yeah, he moved on from that.
Yeah. Whereas with the other two, Nezuko or Zenitsu and Inosuke would just not stop wanting to kill the demon by his own hand, and Zenitsu would be running as far away as possible.
He's going the opposite way, like, I need to get out of here.
If they were in that fight.
And of course, Nezuko's always in for the clutch. Like, she's always been a good ally, so we've never had to worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that she can maybe start to express feelings. Also, there was one part too. Lady Tamayo came in. They're still exchanging notes to each other. She's been keeping up on trying to. It looks like it went well. Trying to not fully heal this man that got attacked in the first season, but he's doing well enough that he can be like Lady Tamayo and Yushiro, and Nezuko kind of function in the world without getting this vicious bloodlust. She did say, now this is an assumption from myself, not me, but her, she was like, this is an assumption, I think she'll be able to handle the sun soon. I feel like that's kind of out of nowhere, and I don't really understand that because it's based off Muzan's reaction, it is so extremely rare.
Well,
so
if you jump ahead on this too, because she explains she was explaining something about her cells that I kind of missed.
They were like
maybe
regenerating or something. Like something was fighting back.
I don't remember where it was. Oh, there it is. You're right.
Something in Nezuko's blood.
支配からも解放され、少量の血で生きていられる。禰豆子さんの血の変化には驚いています。
The transformation surprises. As in a short time, the components of her blood have changed again and again.
私はずっと考えていました。
Maybe just by the fact that her blood just keeps changing and moving on, and the fact that she is searching for more of a purpose for herself.
Well, she didn't even state what it was, that what she is, like what her mind focuses on, why she's stuck in this state.
Well, she says something more than just herself. Like she's looking for the bigger picture, not just worrying about trying to get herself back to normal.
Where?
She just said it. Why is it that Nezuko has yet to regain her sense of self? It remains in a childlike state, and then I think right here she says, I believe that in Nezuko's mind, there's something more important than regaining her sense of self, something that she needs to prioritize.
Right.
So I would assume that's just helping defeat the demons.
Yeah, but she leaves it open. She does. There's no like firm reason for it. So that's why I said it's open to interpretation. Like we don't know what she's prioritizing, and that's what I thought it was her attempt to try to not attack, or I don't know. There's something going on with her.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like by the way she's phrasing it that it's a grander purpose. I feel like just focusing on not eating people is not really like enough to be like, because wouldn't that just fall in line with her trying to regain her sense of self? Wouldn't that not be like one and the same thing? Or rather, her not eating people is a byproduct of her trying to regain herself.
That's a fair
point. So that's why I feel like it's this, you know what I mean? Like her trying to fight demons as a whole or demon kind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. She doesn't.
So I was gonna say even that's like what you're saying is even a byproduct of her trying to maintain her own like humanity, is being a part of the bigger picture with her group. So that's why I don't really know what the prioritization would be if it's not something involved with her own humanity. So it's hard. Like I don't know. I mean they leave it intentionally open ended, so it could be what we're talking about, both of which reflect a form of trying to keep her humanity, which as a byproduct keeps her in a childlike state, or perhaps she stays in a childlike state because it's like an easy place to go to as a default instead of dealing with what's currently happening in her adulthood as a demon, or like her her teens, whatever the hell she is. To like resort to like an infantile stage of almost like ignorant blissfulness.
Yeah.
If I stay in this place and act like nothing happens, we're okay. So maybe with her now speaking and having to be an adult, we might have to face some problems because she can't just stay in the state and play all dolly doll, all like little stupid girl.
Yeah.
She'll have to like, who knows, if she has to be more of a Nezuko, I don't know. We haven't experienced Nezuko without the mouthpiece, so I wonder how much her cognitive wheels functioning as a person now will affect how she, who knows. Or maybe it's not that deep because it's Demon Slayer.
Yeah. I mean...
Shade.
Damn. It could be any of the things, really. But she clearly is not really focused on trying to become normal herself. She's just participating in the mission.
Well, that's basically it. That's basically all this episode covered. So, I didn't think it was bad. I liked it. I think it was a good conclusion. What do y'all?
Yeah, I think it was a good conclusion. I mean, I definitely am disappointed in what you were saying of like kind of just bouncing past the characters outside of like a one sentence. Hey, thanks for reminding me. What? I didn't do anything. No, you did. Okay. And then Genya, man, nice job, guys. And then Mitsuru just crying because, Nezuko can speak. Like, I wish. And it's not just this show that does it. Like, other shows, like, really go. They don't always have these good, like, conversations. You know what I mean? It's like, I would like for these characters to talk for more than 60 seconds as a group to just kind of, like, go over what just happened or what they've experienced instead of just, like, oh, we just assume that there's resolution and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I thought, the fight action sequence was cool. I feel like it was a little weird that the guy that seemed like the biggest threat, really, like the main demon that Mitsuru was fighting, just like was dead and gone. Just like it makes sense. I understand like that it wasn't the main body, so it just would have faded away. I just felt like it was awkward because it seemed like the one that was like the main villain, really, and just kind of and just died. And I guess the only other thing that bothered me was I just felt like it was very like every time they went to cut his neck, I was like, oh no. We're not going to be able to cut it.
How are we going to mess it up this time?
Like, he got, like, it was just funny. It was like he got stuck in his neck, and then he started to choke Tanjiro, and then that didn't work. And then he gets the new sword, and he cuts his head off, and guess what? That didn't work. You know what I mean? It was just like, it just kept, like...
It just had to be the perfect sword and kill the little guy.
I don't know.
Because they tried to attack the little guy earlier, and the sword shattered, so we just needed the most honed sword. Hinokami Kagura ×2, and boom, we got it.
Yeah, it just was a little goofy to me that we had to rinse and repeat like the same scene almost.
Well, yeah,
4 times over in this episode.
What was lackluster is the manner in which the execution ended up being exactly what it always is, but it felt like it was going to be something more because they made it build up to feel like it was going to have to be some extra special thing, but it really just came down to we have to kill the little guy, which we knew like 6 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb.
I hated the whole like idea of having to kill the little guy as to be the way to win.
Yeah.
Because we witnessed like the fucking Kid Gohan looking ass cool like demon fighting with the dumb snakes, rock snakes or whatever. We witnessed him like eat all of his own clones and like get this cool power up and like all these upgrades and whatever, and then he just dies in 0 seconds flat.
It just felt pointless.
And the whole time we're chasing after some little weakling that uses a bigger weakling to be his like host body. I'm like, this. It just felt like so lame. It's like such a lame. Like all the stuff that happened around it was cool. Like Tanjiro getting mad that his sister he had sacrificed his sister to go hunt him down. And like all the animation and whatever in the field looked cool, but just the payoff didn't feel as great because you just witnessed Mitsuri like get her ass beat and then look up and go, "Oh, he died! Woohoo! We won!" It felt lame as shit. It was so sad, like not satisfying.
Yeah,
it's like satisfying in some aspects, but also really lame, like at the same time. So it kind of like evens out, I guess. I don't really know.
And what was the name of the one that had the dragons?
I don't know.
What was his thing?
Oh,
he said it, and it was like a big name.
You mean like his emotion?
Like his emotion.
Oh. Isn't it anger, or is that one of the regular ones?
No. Anger was the red one. Dude, you hear my stomach growling?
Mine's
it's
growling really loud, too.
It's going crazy.
I don't remember. I don't remember his name. Fear, resentment.
Resentment. Those were the other two on the other side. Then it was
anger,
joy, anger, sadness.
Or was it sorrow?
Sorrow. Sorrow sounds
then
more close.
And there was another one. 4th one.
I don't remember.
Bird was. What was the
that
bird?
Was joy.
Bird was joy.
I thought green was. Oh, then what was green? Then we missed green.
I don't know.
Pleasure.
The big Eve fan.
And then those 4 formed into envy. Envy? I don't even know. That's how unimportant it ended up playing. Like it was so. Anyway,
it's tough. I know we said it already, and I don't care if people find it annoying. But it's hard when season 2 everything felt earned, perfect, and like even the build up to the climax of the fight was just like seamless in the way it played out, and it didn't feel redundant or stupid or goofy or whatever, whereas like this just doesn't.
What's actually really funny too about that demon in particular is that those 4 bunched up into that whatever its name is, and became the dragon thing, and meanwhile the little guy is like on its own still, doing its own thing, and can still become resentment, while this thing has all these feelings, but it's not attached to like the main hub anymore. Yeah. It's weird that it can like be its own independent thing, group up and become a different thing, and still not have the little guy like associated with it. It's kind of wild. Like what would happen if you took like sorrow and joy, and they just became their own little guy, and anger and pleasure became their thing.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, let's just talk about the season then as a whole. Just looking at the episodes, you know, the premiere, like I already know my top 3. It's more like a top 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Like the premiere started off so strong. I mean, gosh, if anyone's been following, you already know what I'm gonna say. This has not been my season.
No.
In the slightest. I feel like there's more under-redeeming qualities than there are good qualities of this season. I feel like we try to do a couple things and then we just never return to them. I really thought it was a bad choice, all things considered, to have that amazing Infinity Castle intro as like this like teaser that's like probably the best part of the season, and then you give us the worst part of that section and make it like what we have to deal with for the worst part of this show. Like, arguably the ones that everybody cares about, and I feel like this is, you don't even have to ask me, you just know this. No one cares about the 2 demons we dealt with. Everybody online cares about Doma, Akaza, Six Eyes, and Muzan. and those happen to be the ones that we spent no time with. I thought they were even going to tease that we might get Doma to help save this season.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to go here really bad.
Yeah, because those were all the wild personalities, and like the ones we got stuck with were the ones that is crying in the corner, and the squid,
the squid snakefish.
They were not the best first impression. They got outshined by all the other ones. So when we got stuck with them, I was like, okay, well we have time to develop them. Nope.
Didn't happen.
No.
No.
Nope. One got killed before we could explore him.
Which
and
is fine.
The other one
didn't want to know about him.
Sure, exactly. But the other one got reduced into maybe a 20-second flashback.
Yeah.
In the finale.
He was a murderous, disassociative identity victim.
And it would have been cool to explore
killed.
it. It would have been a cool idea to explore it and maybe feel some sympathy or something if they explored it. But nope. We moved on to episode 2. We met the little kid who was sweet. That's about it. And Yorichi, which we just didn't. It didn't play into the arc. So this is what I mean. Where I don't like that they just sometimes I don't mind if it's just self-contained arcs. Sure, it's fine to lay Easter eggs for later seasons, but the show's never been that deep, really, in my mind. What I expect out of the show is everything that's getting introduced gets settled in this arc. So perhaps it's they're switching it up on me, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah.
Because I thought Yorichi was going to play a bigger role with this doll of his, and we just.
Well, it's just funny too because even you think about the intro to this, it's I think there's a secret weapon in this place. It ends up being the sword, which is cool, but we're not given anything. The sword is just old. It's probably Yorichi's. That's about it. It doesn't explain why it's important. We don't even get the reason why him slaving over the sword for episode after episode after episode, and not even having it finished. What was the difference that made compared to any other sword? Is this a special type of Nichiren sword? Does it have a special, metal alloy attached to it? Is it the original Demon Slayer sword so it can kill any demon without problem? There's just no. We don't understand why. I mean, maybe we don't have to. Maybe I'm just being a fucking nerd and I just want more. But why? What is different about this sword than any of the other ones that we have already?
The problem is the show adds these MacGuffins or these things that are seemingly important to the logistics side of the show, and then they play almost no value overall, or they just get brushed under, and you have to accept that it is what it is. Between the sword, between the incantations that Genya speaks that somehow no one else masters, and even when you guys try to justify in the comments, you're like, well, it's just something only he can do. Okay, well then that's fucking stupid. Between these tattoos that appear on all the and then you guys in the comments say, well, one day it'll make sense. Why? This show's not exciting right now. Make it make sense now. Make the show be exciting. I hate to be dragged along through a mundane season. And they can't even fill me in on the things that might actually make it worth my while. During these middle episodes that we're looking at, from 4 to 7 or whatever, Genya carried it for me. You hear my tummy? I think I just need to eat some blood. I need to kill somebody and eat them and become a demon.
I thought that was the construction outside.
No, between that and my belly, it's been roaring. But Genya,
mine too.
Genya's helped me a lot. I liked him in this story. I thought he was fun. And even Muchiro, overall, it's sucky to say that. I think even Muchiro helped it a little bit, even though I didn't even find him that enjoyable. Because Mitsuri did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing for me. But that was the bulk of this season. Between those 3 characters, even in my mind, other than Bright Red Sword, Tanjiro played a back role despite the fact that he carried the fight.
Yeah.
Because we focused on Mr. Can't Remember. And then
Can't Remember.
And then we focused on focused on the Tragedy Brothers, which was I liked that.
The Tragedy Brothers.
I liked that. I liked focusing on Genya and the Wind Hashira. That was the most impactful flashback for me.
The season was just the Tragedy Brothers, because you had 2 Tragedy Brothers backstories in one.
Natural.
Yeah, and it's really just Tanjiro kicking ass. Mitsuri coming in last minute. Her episode, her flashback was sweet. I didn't mind it. I don't think it was bad. I think I wanted more. I think this season was just the definition of falling short of what I wanted. By every metric. Like if like all the ideas they have to work with are all really good ideas, but they stopped after the first paragraph, the first page, and I think I wanted 9 more pages for each thing that I liked, and because of that, it's just not. I mean, well, you guys talk. You guys talk.
You're good. You were on a roll. I was letting you roll. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. I'm with you where like the first episode was it was a great tone setter, but it just didn't match the tone of the rest of the season at all. Too many things were dropped where, the sword being interesting, but then it really... it was important, but it didn't get any light other than the fact that I worked on it for so long. Muichiro was a little boring up until his flashback. Genya was a random addition that felt very good. And then I felt like I don't know why, it's just weird. I feel like both the fights dragged on way longer than I feel like... I feel like most of these episodes could be gone.
Yeah, there was a moment when the Zenitsu moment happened, and all of a sudden I felt this pure, unbridled excitement again for what I used to feel for a lot of Demon Slayer, and I thought to myself, this is good. This season could actually be good if you chopped out maybe 4 episodes. Like, this season did not need to be 11 episodes. It could have been 5, and I would have been okay with it. Seriously, I think this would have been a really good show if you chopped off half of them and didn't make us sit around, because there's so much sitting around, and for what? Like I said, the flashbacks weren't even that decent.
No,
I don't think they really were.
I think Muichiro's was. I think Genyen. Actually, I don't know. The flashbacks I did enjoy. They were partially for Muichiro and Genya at least. I did enjoy their story and kind of get a better grasp of who they are. And why they are the way they are, but yeah, the rest of it just came off as mid. I don't know, it's hard. This season just felt mid compared to season 2, and both parts, like the movie and I feel like I enjoyed Mugen Train movie and Entertainment District way more. And at the end of the day, I don't really care what any comments say. Like if you. And you're going to have to always outdo yourself, which is the unfortunate situation that any show, story, movie, series, whatever, puts themselves in. And they just didn't do it for this.
I think this is not a this show problem only. Most from what I'm gathering, because I've only seen a little shonen, from what I'm gathering from shonen, it seems like a lot of the time when we have these stories, we have a dilemma that's happening in the present. And then any character that's involved is going to have a little obstacle. Then they're going to have a flashback that explains why they've had troubles up to now, but now they're going to overcome because of whatever flashback we just witnessed.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
And then, with this show included, we also have a villain that by the time they have their comeuppance, we're going to have this little sorrowful moment where we feel bad for them, and then we move on. This show has a lot of things that go really well for it, in terms of its music landscape, in terms of the visuals, in terms of the wholesomeness. They do not do well, in my opinion, when it comes to that formulaic thing that other animes have. I feel like there's many other shows that do those triumphant flashback moments 10 times better.
Yeah. They fall flat a lot of times in this.
And if anything, the demon flashbacks are the more exciting thing for me. Rengoku's story was sad, but I thought his present-day stuff was more exciting than his flashback material. I couldn't have cared less about Tengen's backstory, but his current-day fight sequences, they were still great. These two, still don't really care. Fight sequences didn't land it for me. Or just not what I wanted after seeing the Tengen stuff. I think where the stuff that I care for in the show is Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. I got ripped off of 2 of those, and Nezuko's still been always held back in this show. So it's really been Tanjiro and new addition Genya
New addition
to kind of help me. So we're working with 2 points for this
2 out of
system.
like the six things that you care about in the show.
And then the occasional moments of excitement from the Hashira. I just didn't feel it this time around. So, yeah, that's you.
This season was meh.
Yeah.
You can't go for. See, I agree with Will. It really sucks because they made season 2 so good.
Yeah.
There's no way you could one up that, especially with this material. Even if you tried, because it just seems like not only are the demons we fought seemingly weaker than the one that we just fought in season 2, but the Hashira, I don't believe that they're stronger than Uzui either. Like I feel like he's. Just because of the way they animated him, he's more skilled as a demon slayer. Even though he got pieced up, lost an arm, an eye, whatever, it still seemed like this was so much easier than season 2. Like the stakes are just not the same at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've checked our comment section too just to see what the backlash to our thoughts on that is, and people say, well, you just don't understand power scaling. Michiro is higher than Tengen on the Hashira scale.
Okay, then prove it. show me like him fighting someone that's actually looks stronger than. What was the demon last season?
Gyoko.
Yeah.
Gyutaro.
Gyutaro. So show me him fighting a Gyutaro level threat and then something stronger to prove it.
I mean, in fairness to them, like they're not wrong. Like the show is stating that Gyutaro is objectively weaker than Gyoko and
it's like
Hatagenzu or Hatagenu or whatever his name is. So like they're not wrong in their assumption that Muichiro is way stronger than Tengen and Muichiro may have pieced up Gyutaro no problem on his own.
Maybe. But it doesn't show me that through this because he struggled with this demon that of course ranked higher, but it looked so much weaker than Gyutaro by like a million times.
I think more so the issue is not necessarily like the facts that are stated. It's that the show doesn't present the facts in a way that really like makes sense.
True.
And I think some of it is also hard because like you're dealing with other shows where it's like, you know, well, it doesn't even have to be anime. It's like, you know, you're Spider-Man, you're facing your first villain, and it's like a robber. And then it's like, oh, you move up, and it's like a guy with gas grenades. And you move up, and it's this guy that's making a sun in this fucking... you know what I mean? It's like, so you're constantly getting higher up. So...
And it always also, in that structure, you always get used to the... Whatever villain is next is going to be a harder villain. Yeah. Like, the trials never decrease. It always feels like this ever-escalating thing because the hero is always escalating with the challenge. So it's hard to be introduced to Michiro, who has no emotion behind his face, to be stuck in a bubble for 3 episodes, and then to be like, oh, you thought I was actually trying? And it's like, damn, what?
Yeah, well, that's my thing. It's like, okay, well, clearly he's just being cocky and saying, like, oh, just to piss the demon off.
Yeah, because he was obviously dying and needed, like, 45 mental barriers and the kid to show up.
Yeah.
Needed, like, so many things to show up, like, a bunch of weird hat pulls to break out of it, and then he's like, oh, I was going to win the whole time. It's like, no, you fucking weren't. Yeah. You're going to drown.
The issue ultimately is the presentation of it.
Yeah.
If they could present these characters, make them more interesting, make them seem more powerful than seem as powerful as they actually are, and make the fights more, you know, drawing of the people's attention.
Yeah.
Then there's the difference of that. But I mean, I get it. It's people's favorite shows. They're never gonna like what we have to say when it's like comes from like a very critical point of view.
It's also hard to like when you go from the entertainment district and you can see very obvious collateral versus trees falling.
Sure.
It's a very hard, stark difference to try to like gain the gravity of any situation in the deep woods of nowhereness.
Yeah. But even still too, I feel like if the show could do a better job explaining, you know, like maybe Gyoko is not actually like on a 1-to-1 scale stronger than Gyutaro. Maybe it's just that he, you know, because of his abilities, he's way stronger. I mean, he can summon an army of fish that could destroy a village on its own.
Bro, I almost tore off my own arm when he was like, anything I touch become fish. I was like, fuck you. It's so lame.
Anything
He went
else?
from being like a demented artist to being like, actually, fish powers, bang, and then Muichiro's shirt halfway turns into a bunch of fish, and he's like, and they're poisonous, bang! It's like, come on, bro. It's so lame.
It's just goofy.
It's so fucking
It's
stupid.
But maybe like that puts him in a different level, but maybe one-on-one fights, Gyutaro might have been better. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Or he just touches Gyutaro, becomes demon fish.
yeah, so ultimate. Like,
So
it's-
actually, maybe no wait, he's actually the
he is
strongest.
strong. He's literally he is Muzan.
Like if he even pokes Muzan becomes 50,000 fish. That's a win,
Yeah,
instant win.
basically.
Actually, now he's my favorite character. I've been convinced.
I just
love
changed my
Gyoko.
mind. Just like that.
Gyoko's the best character. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of highlights. Like I said, I liked Genya. I think he's a worthy addition.
Genya's backstory was good, and Genya as a person is great.
Genya's shotgun moment was the hypest moment for me.
Yeah, I'm very
at the beginning
excited.
of the season.
I'm excited to look forward to him in the Wind Hashira, which will inevitably. I mean, the next arc is called Hashira Training Arc, so it'd be really exciting to get some Genya and Wind Hashira moments. See how that relationship is blossoming in its adulthood versus them as kids. Actually, all the Hashira that I've been looking forward to since season 1 are all the ones I think we're getting in the next one. They released the promo pictures. I think it's Obanai or I don't know.
The
snake guy.
Snake boy.
The stone crying guy.
Yeah, big man.
It looks like Shinobu and Gyu
Nice.
all have they have posters too, so they're probably going to be in it too. So it looks like just all the remaining ones. Am I missing one?
That's gonna be
And
interesting.
Wind Hashira.
That's gonna be interesting
All
because I think I've mentioned it before, but I think the Gyu voice actor the original one got fired
Yeah.
because he did like a crime. And
Yes.
So there's gonna be a new Gyu.
Right.
Why'd you word it that? Oh, is it? Never mind.
I don't remember what the crime. No, I don't remember what
I
the
don't
crime
think.
was.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it was one of those. I think it was
Oh,
a
no.
not
It
good
might have been
one.
one of those
Nice.
crimes.
But
Now
right,
my stomach's growling.
we're all hungry, man. It's the morning. We're watching this
I ate breakfast I don't know
after
why I
Father's
was
Day. But
I ate protein waffles.
you're just a hungry man. That's all it is.
That's true.
But we're getting a lot of Hashira next arc. I'm excited because it is the ones that I've been looking forward to. I couldn't say that I was really looking forward to the kid who was looking at the clouds and the girl whose boobies were being exposed. I was a big fan of Shinobu in season 1.
Yeah.
I liked her. She had this really like a mystique feeling to her where she felt super dangerous with this elegant look, which always intimidates me, and I like that. Gyu, it's like your Sasuke, or your the depression boy. What's the guy from JJK?
Fushiguro.
Fushiguro, like the guy with the bangs over his face, and he doesn't want to be a part of the group.
The melancholic black-haired kid.
What's his name? Gum.
Aki.
Aki. The Aki way. So it'll be fun to see more of him.
Can't forget the Bev. Never, never, never.
But we're gonna be with the demons. We're gonna be with the demons that were antagonistic to Tanjiro, the Hashira that were antagonistic to him, the snake and the Wind Hashira. So that's gonna be fun to see. And the stone guy, I have no really thoughts on him. He hasn't done anything in the show, so that's exciting to see him too.
I just know that he cries and he loves to pray.
And he's stone.
And he likes
He's
stones.
stoned.
He's the
he's the
stone
stoner.
Hashira, the Wind Hashira, and
The snake.
isn't
Hashira.
the snake one like thunder or something too,
No, I think it's snake.
or like lightning? I thought one of them was an offshoot of like Zen's, or like the
Snake
original
breathing.
bracket. I don't remember.
Isn't wind also lightning? Kind of.
Don't know.
I need to see the Nen chart.
The Nen chart.
We'll learn soon. So, regardless of how this season was, I am actually excited
Me
for
too.
what the future holds. People have very clearly stated, also in the comments, the ones who I think are a little bit more fair, saying that this is generally the lower loved arc, the not as loved arc of the show, which, yeah. Favorite episodes. I already have mine. Premiere, finale, and Bright Red Sword.
Mine are the first episode, the last episode, and Awful Villain.
I'll say first, last, and You know, I actually did like Miss Tashira, Muchiro Tokito.
I think I got it wrong. I think Genya's was episode 6. I'm switching at Bright Red Sword. I liked Genya's flashback. Aren't you gonna become a Hashira?
Yeah.
Top 3 favorite characters?
Sorry, now I have gas because I'm hungry. The stupid kid, what's it, Katetsu?
The little boy?
Yeah,
Katetsu.
Goofy little boy.
Okay.
Tanjiro. And the I can't even say his name. Hagen Nezuka.
Which?
The
swordsmith.
Sword guy.
Oh, the
sword guy.
sword.
Sword guy.
Yeah, I
Swordsmith.
loved him.
Damn.
That's my 3. 2 of mine are masked men.
You go.
Muzan.
He was in 2 episodes.
That's gonna be...
Muzan, Tanjiro, and Genya.
Honorable mention to Kokushibo, the 6 Eyes.
Hold on, hold on, the battery's about to die.
Bro's a beast.
I should have just
see
said the upper rank 3. The 3
You should have just said every demon that was in the... No!
I think you kicked the
All
table.
of it. But you should have just said each cool demon that was in the first episode. Because the season is...
Doma and
Doma, Kokushibo.
Sucks.
Oh, Akaza was in the season for like 2 minutes too. Ah! They got that hard ass shot in the first episode where he's just on the elevator, like looking up, like, damn, homie. This guy's
Why are you talking all the time when the camera's off? Hold on.
Kill doesn't speak for 40 minutes. As soon as the camera's off, he's got the greatest
Fucking
content.
talking.
Keep the audio. Draw a picture of me with no video. Photoshop me on Akaza looking up into the sky.
Just starts fucking rambling. All the good stuff.
Ah, my knee.
Okay, well, I will say honorable mention because I don't know if Sam will keep that or not, but all
keep
of
it in.
the all of the upper rank
All
demons
the except
that
No,
for...
we gotta put
I'm
in
sorry,
3.
1, 2, and 3. 6 Eyes, Doma, and Akaza. They're my honorable mention because they were great for 10 minutes. That's all we needed.
Top 3. Doma's number 3.
Nice.
They're all gonna be for the first episode.
Yurichi is number 2.
Ah,
And number 1's Genya.
Yorichi.
the robot version or like the real one?
No, the idea of Yurichi.
The idea.
The concept of the cool guy.
The blue spider Elliot is my favorite character this season.
My favorite was the bookshelf.
Get fucking thrown to the ground.
It's a paid actor.
Okay,
A child couldn't have lifted that.
Hey, buddy, were you studying in here?
Dead.
Oh, what happened to your head?
You know, I want more Mitsuri. I want more Muchiro. I do want more of them. Because, damn it, they had their chance. They had their chance this season. I do like the ideas that they presented, or really just Mitsuri. I like the idea of, can people still love me for who I am, even if the people currently around me can't accept me for who I am. I liked that idea.
Yeah.
Muchiro didn't really have an idea behind him. I liked. What's really frustrating is I really liked how he was as a kid before he lost his brain cells.
Yeah.
I liked the go get him kind of persona he had. I really hope he can come back to that going forward. They were not on the promotional art for the next arc, so I don't know if they're going to be returning. At least not immediately. It's what it is. It is what it is. I can't fix this. We are not the writers, but I wish that they had a stronger debut. They didn't die though. They didn't face Rengoku, so we do have a chance to return with them.
Mm-hmm.
As well with Tengen. We can always return to him if the moments get dire. I'm not against having Tengen return either from Season 2. Yeah, alright. What's our ranking for this season?
6.
And you were not here. Hold on, you were not here in our reactions for season 1. So let's do a quick update on where we place everything from season 1. Season 2 being Mugen. We'll do Mugen Train as its own. So season 1, Mugen Train, Entertainment District, Swordsmith.
Dude, I don't remember season 1. I'll give that like a 7. I can't remember like anything from that.
Okay.
Because I've seen Mugen Train, like I've seen the movie and then the show version, so I've seen it like 2 or 3 times. Okay. Mugen Train's like an 8.5. Entertainment District's like a 9 out of 10. This is like a 6.
Yep, that's literally exactly mine, except Swordsmith is 5. So season 1 is 7, because it used to be a 6. Like I said, I wanted to update it, say it's better than I used to think it was. Mugen Train's an 8. Entertainment is 9. This is a 5 for me. The visuals still help me enjoy the show. The character design is still great. My love for Tanjiro is still present, and Nezuko. It could have been better. The ideas presented weren't bad. They just weren't fully extended to what I wanted. So for that, you get half measured numbers.
Yeah. I feel like I can't remember what my ranking on season 1 was initially, but I have rewatched some of the episodes. It has grown on me a little bit more, so I'm still leaning towards 7. I can't remember what I ranked it when we first watched. We should make like a sheet or something so we can keep track of the stuff that we rank.
Put it in a Google Doc. Be like, all right, what did we rate this?
Like, or just rate everything.
I'll have to go check out the finales to see.
But yeah, I would agree. Like, Mugen is 8.5. To me, Entertainment District might be like a 9.2, and yeah, this is barely a 5. This is barely.
The animation is what got it to a 6, because at some points I was like, "Damn, this still looks insane," but I don't really care what's happening.
The 5 points is for the 5 episodes of content that would have been good for this show.
Yeah.
The premiere was a solid 1 point in it by itself. The finale wasn't bad, so it can earn a point. And then everything else condensed gets the other 3 points.
Yeah, I think the first episode gets like 3 points, just for the cast.
Just
I was
for the way
saying,
they
the camera
animate
was
the
off. The
demons.
Akaza looking up as he's going up the elevator, being like, "Damn, this cast is big as hell."
You can even tell it from the thumbnails. Look at the thumbnails, like how they put emphasis on the good stuff, like how that shot looks compared to this shot and this shot and this shot, and then it's
That
a little
looks
better.
pretty cool.
Not bad. Not bad.
Sick. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
They need to do better with these thumbnails. Yeah. Guys, let us know your thoughts. What are your rankings? It's okay if you disagree with us. Share the reasons you enjoy it. It's okay to enjoy this. Just share your reasonings why. Well, what do you love? What do you hate? If you are in the crowd that's kind of like us and you're not overly fond, share that as well. Always do 3 things you love, 3 things you hate, and something you're looking forward to going forward. We'll see you when we see you. Punch it. Boom. All right.